trade recap. The first trade of August, right? The first trading day of August went pretty well. A bit complicated though, navigating this price action. It was very clear and obvious. Really loved today, but dude, these fucking break evens, man. It was getting crazy out here, bro. Out here in Uzbekistan. Anyways, I'm gonna try and make this quick 'cause I'm pretty tired. It's about to be 12. 3 minutes, so starting off with market open. Yeah, dude, today was just super fucking simple, bro. It was so simple, bro. A middle schooler could read this price action here. So starting off on the 4 hour, which is what I typically always start off with. Obviously huge pump up these past couple of days, right? Now, there's a couple things. It's not been a couple things. Like the one condition, I'll get into the condition later. Dude, I'm so fried right now, bro. My brain is actually fucked. Okay, so we have an untapped 4 hour up here, unfilled 4 hour right above here. We have this, high up here, this previous day high, this daily high. Overall, just lots of liquidity lined up here to the buy side. And it's pretty obvious to me that we're gonna, trend towards that buy side because we're just in such a big bullish trend here. I see no reason for us to come all the way down here. The one thing I could possibly see happen is like, EQ of this range getting hit from this side of this low because this leg rebalanced that leg, so or this pull down rebalanced that. But we have EQ unfilled 4 hour down here, resting liquidity below there, so I could see that being the potential sell side targets, but target, sorry, plural, or singular. Let me think. What else? Hourly. We didn't really have much on the hourly. We had literally no unfilled gaps up here. It's just nothing but chop work. Have another low here. The entire new week opening gap, about 275 points. So yeah, that's pretty much the condition I set for myself today. Is if we break past this new week opening gap, running lower and lower, I could target the sell side. But ideally, I want to look to see for rejection out of this new week opening gap and then look for longs from there. We have session high, we have Asia, London, and then we have this previous day high from last Friday on 9:30. We actually just dumped the entire session, so that's that 9:30 high. Looks like a data wick, but didn't really count as a data wick because it was just some random old high. I don't know, what was this from though? I don't know if something got released on that day or not, but yeah, market just fucking dumped. We have lots of low resistance here, lots of resting orders, but it's not, I don't like considering it. I don't want to draw anything because it's going to show the drawings, but like, yes, it's LR, but it's just very steep. I like to see more, horizontally formed LR, not like fucking vertical. This shit's like at a 45-degree angle. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong. I really like the draw on liquidity here. Like, it's just so much fucking liquidity, plus these higher time frame targets over here to the left. Like, I really like it. Very obvious, but yeah, that's one thing I didn't like. Now, one thing I was also pretty worried about today, not worried, but I just didn't like, it was just a big turnoff, was ES, bro. Look how clear and obvious, we're so obviously bullish, bro. We have this new week opening gap we're about to, bounce out of. We're just waiting for that reaction, but ES, man, what the fuck have we been doing lately, bro? We got lucky right before market open. Like, right before this, when I was doing my analysis, ES was not down here. We just had a huge dump out of nowhere. All right, you can see it's like this past 5 minutes right here. Like, we were just, I genuinely don't understand like what we were doing. We had completely uncorrelated, right? We had no session highs. We had London low, Asia low stacked upon each other. The complete opposite with NQ here, and then we weren't even in the new week opening gap. So that was just like, bro, are you serious? Like, what the fuck? It's like, I'm thinking of an island right here, bro. Like, look at this shit. New week opening gap. It's nothing but it's a fucking island. Dude, this is just such top work. But yeah, so kind of went too long explaining that, but now let's just get over with the trade recaps. My thing is frozen now. I can't like stretch my screen. It's annoying as hell, so I'm gonna have to restart this shit. Market open. There we go. Alright, so off open, NQ dumps lower. ES then takes out those targets, so my phone's blowing up. ES already takes those targets out, so we don't really have to worry too much about that. It already kind of like We tap into new week opening gap as well. Yeah, we tap into that. But yeah. Run lower. Now here we tap the 0.62 range in OTE from this high up here, from Asia high down here to this low. So hit OTE of that, and then we have a beautiful 1 minute up here. Beautiful, beautiful. I was going to take it right here. We didn't get a good close. We had a huge rejection wick, and then by the time we got the next 1 minute entry, it was invalid. We had already hit the 5 minute. I would have loved an entry like this, bro, if we just got something like that. That would have been absolutely beautiful. We had equal highs up here as well. Like, dude, this would have been perfect, but I mean, you can really enter this discretionally. I was thinking about that, but I'd just rather wait. You know, it's Monday to the new month. I don't want to jump into anything crazy, you know, and then it affects the rest of my week or day, whatever it may be. So decided to just wait for something A+. We end up pumping up higher, getting a pullback. Now here, we give a 30-second IFEG. I love the structure here. The structure looks beautiful. The one thing about this is, like, yes, I already went over how bullish we were, and how that's pretty much all I was looking to target. The one thing I will say, we tapped into, not only tapped, but rejected out of this 5 minute gap here, taking out these internal highs, these intermediate highs, and we gave it a reaction, but I don't really pay too much mind to that. I didn't really give a fuck about that either, because I was just so fixated on longs today. We give a pullback. All right, we tap into the 50% range of the 50% mark of this range from here to here, right? What else do we tap into? We tap into this breaker, right? It's the last up close candle before we get this the final manipulation lower. So yeah, we tap into this breaker here. We also tap into a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and a 4 minute. Might take a while to load because a 4 minute time frame is so fucking weird. Yeah, I don't care too much to wait for that. But yeah, unfortunately we don't hit the 5 minute. I would have loved a 5 minute continuation model here, but it's fine. We didn't get it. We don't need it. This was all I needed to see. We have a good amount of generated low resistance up here. We have a high, and then off this entry we give for one great rejection. I love the candle anatomy here, just failing to close lower, and then we just get this huge displacement candle to the upside, about 50 points. Getting not only one but two 30-second IFPGs, and then we also get this change in state on a lower time frame. So yeah, I really love that. This looks A+. It looks like it's gonna bang, right? No. Wake up, get break even. Now, I would want to see this get closed through, bro. Like, we're about to enter the macro. I don't see any reason why we retrace. I mean, the only thing is, yeah, we have this huge 30-second that we could potentially tap into, maybe retest the change in state level, but yeah, I didn't like that. Went break even, and then we went back up, and then sorry, I went brain dead. I was thinking of something else for a minute. So if you didn't get break even here and you held, ran back up, you got edged like crazy here, right? We just generated equal highs up here, and then would have gotten break even there because at this point in time, you know, this already failed to get broken through, failed to get broken through again, generated, you know, targets up here. Like, just go break even, bro. It's clear price action is not in our favor today. We started generating to the downside, generating low resistance here, right? Price starts pumping, and then here we get 10 a.m. ISM service, ISM manufacturing. I don't know why I said service. Red folder news right there at 10 a.m. Bam, 10 a.m. opens. We get that 10 a.m. open low, and we're expecting a high close, right? My bad. I'm so tired and out of it right now, so I probably sound so slow. Start generating targets. This is exactly what I want to see. Generate this high. We also have a volume imbalance right there. Right, you can see that little volume imbalance. High, failure, swing high, and then another failure, swing high right here. And then here is where the magic happens. So manipulate into this 5 minute right there. Okay, you can see the 5 minute right there. And then we generate an SMT with ES at the 5 minute. And then we don't really hit this order block here, right, or this breaker over here. I don't like counting the wicks. We never hit the body, so I'm not really gonna pay too much mind to that. But yeah, we hit the 5 minute. Now we didn't hit EQ this range, but I wasn't really looking for that. Okay, we already kind of bounced from EQ off this leg here, so I'm not really looking for a 50% retrace to on every single leg. And then plus, it's just like this just looked way too clean, bro. If we go on the 15-second sharp, right, beautiful rejection wick here. It's a fat fucking wick, right, 20-point wick, and then just displacement to the upside, inverse of the 15-second. I didn't take the 30-second just because we have this tiny 30-second. I didn't really give a fuck about it because the 15-second looked way better. Plus, like it's literally 15 seconds. Like it's almost guaranteed to close on 30-second. We got LR above once again, bang, bang, bang. Just I love the low resistance formation on these setups, like on the lower time frame. And then yeah, here ran up, generated equal highs, and then went past this high, and then I was looking to go break even once we go above this new high that we created on the 15-second. Did here, ended up taking this other internal high, and I didn't want to go break even. I saw this push lower, and instead of going break even, I had my stop like around like right here, whatever. I ended up trailing my stop, like reduced it by half, reduced my risk, just because, you know, I could see this still getting hit, considering how chopped price action was and how this setup played out, but it just was a break even. I could definitely see that happening here. And then also just, you know, the stop loss was just way too protected. I was debating on going break even until I checked the hard time frame. I'm like, okay, what do we tap into, right? Well, for one, we know there's no gaps up here. There's no 4 hour, okay? There's no hourly over here. There's no 15-minute that we tapped into. We literally just came to a halt out of nowhere. Like, literally stopped out of nothingness. Like, we just, you know, mid-run through all this liquidity, we just stopped, gave a retrace, all right? 10 a.m., time alignment, everything was fucking perfect, right? There's nothing to fear up here. There's no reason we should be going break even. Stop loss is 100% protected, right? And then, you know, we have these targets up here that are still... Oh, my gosh. I keep getting notifications on my phone. It's distracting me. I gotta throw this shit over here on my bed. But yeah, that's why I didn't go break even. Ended up holding, and then running lower. Figured this would be a loss, and yeah, we ended up holding this 15-second IFE, or not, yeah, the IFEG right there on the 30-second, as well as this 15-second. We had a devil's mark here, or as I call it, the devil's fucking cock. I don't know why I say that. But yeah, we hit this level. We also bounce out of OTE of this range. Again, the 0.62 right there. And then, honestly, I was looking to, once we came lower, I was like, all right, I might just get out break even here if we push higher, because, I mean, this isn't what you want to see, right? This is not what you want to see when you're looking for longs. This looks like absolute chop work. And then, bam, just a huge, like, I was waiting. I saw it in profit, and I was like, you know, I'm going to let it play out a little. If we end up projecting lower, I'll just move stops to break even, right? And then we get faced with this huge institutional candle here. Looks fucking insane, bro. Huge displacement. Great. I sized in on here. All right, took another entry just because this looks so fucking clean, bro. We still had, yeah, we took majority of the low resistance up out, but I mean, dude, we have 10 a.m. up here. It's guaranteed to get hit. It aligns with all these targets. We have London, Asia waiting to get tapped. We have previous day high, buy side above, untapped 4 hour. Like, I'm holding this shit, bro. Fuck a break even. Well, at this point now I'm break even, but yeah. And then, of course, since I sized in, I didn't look to go break even. Here also, if I did, like, let's say I got break even on this first play, I would not go break even here. Why? Because for one, we just generated equal highs up here. I don't know what this is with a random set of a random fucking high. I have no idea about. But yeah, we generate equal highs up there. And then also with just this big of a push higher, considering that we've been chopping, I mean, you know, it's pretty reasonable to expect price to, you know, come down, maybe tap the imbalance and then run higher. So I want to give that room to breathe. Also, once again, there's nothing that we hit that should push us lower. There's nothing to fear here. There's no reason to go break even. And then once we get that push higher, once we hit, I mean, the push higher isn't enough. I would wait till at least London gets hit to then go break even on this play here. But yeah. Ended up running, we get a pullback. I was looking to trail, but I just trailed like around, I don't know how much I trailed, just slightly in profit here. Wanted to give this, because we had this order block formation here on the 15-minute. So I wanted to give that order block, you know, room to get hit, as well as it lined up with 10 a.m. So what I was thinking was going to happen was, you know, price would come down, tap 10 a.m., and then give that, you know, 10 a.m. auto right there. But we didn't end up doing that. Thankfully, saved me the mental stress, and then bam, full TP. Yeah, this price was really, really slow here, it felt like today. But yeah, really good Solid trade. Full TP ended up getting hit. I didn't hold for all the way up there, but I really could have. Let's see, anything else to go over before I end this video? No, yeah, everything. I think I went over everything. Great reversal off the new week opening gap. We also, I forgot to mention, we swept this not intermediate. What the fuck am I saying? We swept this swing low here. Great reaction. I love seeing when these candles fail to go lower and just print wicks to the downside, and then we just give the absolute like crazy fucking pump higher. Give a retrace here. EQ this range, breaker block, fair value gap, beautiful structure, LR above. Bam, wonderful entry there. This is my favorite entry from today. Unfortunate break even, just got caught in the chop, started chopping out before 10 a.m. Bam, we run up, and then 10 a.m. drops. We give that 10 a.m. open low, close high. Manipulating into a 5-minute. All right, protected low. We're still looking for longs because we have yet to take any DOL out to the upside. And yeah, there's just no reason for us to go lower. We're not tapping into any key level here. 15-second IFG to the upside. Very discretional break even here. Very, very discretional, I would say. Yeah, it sucks going break even mechanically here in this specific situation, just because we know how bad price action is, but we also know how obvious the draw on liquidity is. So in these types of situations, you can either you can be a bitch and go break even, or you can just keep the same trade you're in, or at least trail your stop loss, which is what I did. And then very, very nice sexy entry here, or not a re-entry because I never got out of this trade. But let's see what that would look like. Dude, that looks so wonderful. Holy shit. But yeah, size in there, and then we just kind of got chopped to the top up here, and yeah, all targets ended up getting hit by that 4 hour. And yeah, that pretty much sums up today. Let me see. I don't think there's any other setups I can really go over. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this trade recap. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully this month of August is good. July was actually pretty good. Really, really good month. So we'll see how August holds up. But until then, I'm a dip. We'll see what we get tomorrow. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.